Oh my God.
Oh, dude, you're like a little superhero, man!
Oh my God.
Hello, tropical fish keepers. Welcome to Life in the Amazon, where I, Aqua Alex, take you to South America and the Amazon River to teach you about the aquarium fish and aquatic animals that live there. I'm your host, South American fish keeper, Aqua Alex Cardinale. Welcome to the 30th episode of Life in the Amazon. Today, I am talking about a species of fish that people that live in South America fear more than the piranha. And they fear them more than the piranha because they can do more damage than the piranha. A piranha can inflict a painful bite, but this fish can inflict a painful, venomous sting. Today, we are talking about stingrays. Stingrays are an awesome predatory fish that live in South America. Did you know there are stingrays that live in freshwater? They come from South America and the Amazon River. They have lived and thrived in freshwater for thousands of years. Now, there's also a freshwater stingray from Asia, but primarily 99.9% of the freshwater stingrays, they live in South America and the Amazon River. The stingrays that are freshwater in the Amazon River and South America have evolved to live in freshwater, and originally they came from the Caribbean. So today on Life in the Amazon, we are going to talk about one of my favorite oddball fish species, the freshwater stingray. Now, back in 2012, I think it was, I kept a pair of littoral stingrays, and I greatly missed them. So, on today's episode of Life in the Amazon, I'm going to give you some information on freshwater stingrays. I'm going to share some photos and videos of stingrays in the wild. I have 8 amazing videos for you. And at the end of the show, I'm going to share photos of the pair of Littoral stingrays that I kept. So as always, you can be part of the show. What do you like about freshwater stingrays? Let me know in the comments. What is your favorite freshwater stingray species? Mine is simple. I like the Littoral stingray, which is the most common, and I also like the black diamond, aka the Leopoldi stingray. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this show started. And here is some information on freshwater stingrays. I made sure to research very carefully, so the information I'm giving you is from my research, and it's very, very good information. So here is some information on today's fish from the Amazon, the freshwater stingray. And there are so many different types of freshwater stingrays out there. Now, to the casual observers, the rivers of the Amazon rainforest could easily be mistaken for ocean. South Americans' rivers and freshwater teem with stingrays, anchovies, pufferfish, and needlefish, species that first originated in the sea and consequently might seem out of place in freshwater. There are even toothy, smiling dolphins that pink as they age in the Amazon River. And we've talked about the pink river dolphins before. But all these species have fully adapted to life in these rivers, whose waters range from clear to milky brown. The Amazon today has just a few species of freshwater puffers and several subspecies of Amazon river dolphin. But we're not talking about dolphins or pufferfish today. We are talking about stingrays. There are 38 species of neotropical freshwater stingrays, which is frankly an extraordinary diversity of the flat and flappy fish. They all belong to the subfamily Potomotrigoni, and they swim in almost every major river basin in South America. And they take on an array of appearances and body types: tiny spots and marble swirls, long snaking stingers, and short stubby ones. The tiniest of the river stingrays, Potomotrigon wallacei, grows about a foot long. One of the largest, the short-tailed river stingray, Potomotrigon bricara, can grow up to 5 feet long and weigh nearly 500 pounds. Freshwater stingrays live in the Amazon River system and are one of the only rays inhabiting freshwater rather than saltwater. Though docile animals, they are responsible for more injuries to humans each year than any other Amazonian species, because their stinger is very, very, very deadly. It is very venomous, and it could cause serious harm if you ever were to get stung. It has been said that freshwater stingrays' venom is more potent than their saltwater counterparts, and it is more deadly and more painful than their saltwater counterparts. Now, in a 2021 paper in the Journal of Biogeography, the researchers extracted DNA from hundreds of specimens of stingrays to infer when and where species emerged across the continent. They found that freshwater stingrays split from their marine cousins around 26 million years ago. That's a long time ago. The age of origin of this group of freshwater stingrays matches the period where we had this fabulous wetland. The impressively named Pebis Mega wetland emerged tens of millions of years ago when the sea level changed and a lake of salty ocean poured into what is now South America, drenching the upper Amazon. The Pebis Mega wetland encompassed parts of what is now Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia. The region became a giant swamp where 39-foot crocodiles and car-sized turtles roamed, creating a watery pathway for marine creatures to cross over from the Caribbean. So the freshwater stingrays came from Caribbean. These pulses of seawater carried the anchovies and needlefish and stingrays where they adapted to the freshwater environments over millions and millions of years. Freshwater stingrays are native to tropical and subtropical northern, central, and eastern South America, living in rivers that drain into the Caribbean and into the Atlantic as far south as the Rio de la Plata in Argentina. A few generalist species are widespread, but most are more restricted and typically native to a single river basin. The greatest species richness can be found in the Amazon, especially the Rio Negro, Tapajos, and Tocantins basins, each home to about 8 to 10 freshwater stingray species. The range of several species is limited by waterfalls. South American freshwater stingrays live in fast-flowing rivers, in black water, white water, and clear water, and on bottoms ranging from sandy to rocky. In at least some species, juveniles tend to occur in shallower waters than adults. Potomotrygonidae are the only family of rays mostly restricted to freshwater habitats. And yes, I know I probably butchered the South American stingray's scientific name, Potomotrygonidae is their scientific name. I'm bad at scientific names. You have to forgive me on that. All right. Freshwater river stingrays are almost circular in shape and range in size from 1 foot to 6 foot. The largest freshwater species in this family are the discus ray and the short-tailed river stingray, which grow up to 4.9 to 5.2 feet in disc width and up to 490 pounds. By far the heaviest freshwater member of the family is the short-tailed river stingray, which among South American strict freshwater fish only is matched by the arapaima and the Paraiba catfish. In each and every species in the family Potomotrygonidae, females reach a larger size than males. So freshwater stingray females get larger than males. The upper surface is covered with denticles, sharp tooth-like scales. Most species are brownish or grayish and often have distinctive spotted or mottled patterns, but a few species are largely blackish with contrasting pale spots. Juveniles often differ, and some species greatly in color and pattern from their adults. Freshwater stingrays are predators and feed on a wide range of animals, such as insects, worms, mollusks, crustaceans, and fish, even spiny catfish. Plant material is sometimes found in their stomachs, but is likely ingested by mistake. The exact diet varies with species. Some are generalist predators and others are specialists. For example, Motrigon lapaldi mainly feeds on freshwater snails and crabs, although captives easily adapt to a generalist diet. The jaw joints of stingrays are loose, allowing them to chew their food in a manner similar to mammals. This family includes both species that are diurnal and species that are nocturnal, meaning species that are active during the day and night and species that are only active at night. Male freshwater stingrays are easily recognized by their pair of claspers, modifications of the pelvic fins used when mating. Mating occurs in a ventral to ventral position, and the females give birth to live young. While still in the mother's uterus, the developing embryo feeds on hystroph, a secretion produced by trophomata glands. Depending on exact species, the gestation period is 3 to 12 months, and there are between 1 and 21 young in each litter. The breeding cycle is generally related to flood levels. Like other stingrays, the South American freshwater stingray has a venomous stinger, and its sting is said to be more potent than the saltwater stingrays. They are generally 1 or 2 stingers, and they are periodically shed and replaced. They are some of the most feared freshwater fishes in the neotropical region because of the injuries they can cause. In Colombia alone, more than 2,000 injuries are reported per year. Freshwater stingrays are generally non-aggressive, and the stingers are used strictly in self-defense. As a consequence, injuries typically occur when bathers step on them and they suffer injuries to feet or lower legs, or fishermen catch them and they suffer injuries to hands or arms. In addition to pain caused by the barbed stinger itself and the venom, bacterial infections of the wound are common and may account for a greater part of long-term problems in stinging victims than the actual venom. You see, why people fear stingrays more than piranhas is because with a piranha bite, it's just blood, but it'll heal. A stingray sting, it's not always guaranteed to heal. The stings are typically highly painful and are occasionally fatal to humans, especially people living in rural areas that only seek professional medical help when the symptoms have become severe. Generally speaking, it's because they are really poor and they can't afford to see a doctor. So if they get stung by a stingray, it's potentially life-threatening to them. That's why they have to be really careful. And that's why, sadly, when the people that live in South America see a stingray, unfortunately, sometimes they kill it because they don't want people getting stung. In general, relatively little is known about the composites of the venom in freshwater stingrays, but it appears to differ, at least in some species, from that of marine stingrays. There are possibly also significant differences between the venoms of the Proto-Motrigonide species. Due to the potential danger they represent, some locals strongly dislike freshwater stingrays and kill them on sight. And that is something that I don't agree with. But, you have to understand where these people are coming from. I know that they kill them and then they cut them up and have the piranhas feed on them, which is awful, in my opinion. Accidents occur when the rays are stepped on or when the fins are touched. The defensive behavior consists of turning the body, moving the tail, and introducing the stinger into the victim. Generally, stingers are inserted into the feet and heels of bathers and the hands of fishermen. Initial symptoms include severe pain, erythema, anedema, then necrosis occurs, which results in sagging tissue in the affected area and forms a deep ulcer which develops slowly. Systematic complications include nausea, vomiting, salivation, sweating, respiratory depression, muscle facilitation, and seizures. Freshwater stingrays are often caught by hook and line and as bycatch in the trawls. In the Amazon, paratrigon and certain podomotrigon are the most caught species, and the first is the most sought, paratrigon. Locals eat certain freshwater stingrays. Ugh, I would never want to eat a freshwater stingray. Freshwater stingrays are often kept in aquariums, but they require a very large aquarium and will eat smaller tank mates. Although generally non-aggressive, their venomous stinger represents a risk, and on occasion aquarium hobbyists have been stung. The ease of keeping varies significantly. Some species, such as the Matoro, are considered relatively hardy in a captive setting. Several species are commonly bred in captivity, especially at East and Southeast Asian fish farms, which produce thousands of offspring each year. The more serious captive breeding efforts only began in the late 1990s when Brazil put in restrictions on the export of wild-caught individuals. Some captive farms produce hybrids, both intentionally to get offspring with new patterns and unintentionally because of a lack of males, but this practice is generally discouraged. In several United States, there are regulations in place that limit the keeping of freshwater stingrays. The status of most species is relatively poorly known, but overall, it is suspected that river stingrays are declining due to capture for food and the aquarium industry and habitat loss, mainly due to dams and pollution from mining. That is sad. But that is information on freshwater stingrays. I thought it was great information. We learned a lot about freshwater stingrays. So if you have any questions on the freshwater stingray, be sure to post them down in the comments for me. So now that we got all the information out of the way, it's time for the fun part of the show. It's time to see photos of the different freshwater stingrays in their natural environment. And then it's time for our first 4 videos of the freshwater stingrays in the Amazon River. So here is a photo illustrating the different types of freshwater stingrays and the different patterns that the freshwater stingrays have. I know there is a black diamond Lapaldi stingray there, and I'm unsure what the other 3 are. Remember, I've only kept stingrays once, and it was a pair of littoral rays, the easiest stingrays to keep, but also, in my opinion, some of the more beautiful stingrays to keep. Man, just doing this show makes me want a littoral stingray again. Maybe one day I'll get one for my 125, and then I'll upgrade to a much larger tank. Speaking of littoral stingrays, here is a littoral stingray that washed up ashore that was caught by a fisherman, and it shows the danger that the stingray possesses. The littoral stingray is very, very beautiful. Again, here are some aquarium stingrays that are being kept in an aquarium. Very, very cool fish. And look how beautiful these Motoro stingrays are. They are such an amazing fish. I have nothing but love and respect for the freshwater stingray. Now, here is a giant stingray that was caught in South America. Very, very cool. I would love to go fishing for stingrays in South America. Now, obviously, I have a lot of love and respect for freshwater stingrays. So any stingrays that I catch will be returned to the water, or they will be given to aquarium collectors, and they'll be sent for a life at home in a home aquarium. Now, here is a Motoro stingray in the wild. What I really love about the Motoro stingrays is I love those orange spots. It makes them look really cool, in my opinion. And you can see it swimming along a sandy bottom at the Amazon River. You have to be careful when stepping in sandy bottoms in South America and the Amazon River, because these guys are swimming down there, and they range in various sizes, from pups, which are stingray babies. They call stingray babies pups. There are pups that aren't really that venomous yet, but they're still venomous, don't get me wrong. And then you got giant ones like this one, which looks to be about 16 inches, which is definitely venomous. So you've got to be careful if you ever want to go diving in the South American rivers. Be careful of the sand bottoms. Not only are there freshwater stingrays there, but at the sandy bottoms, I heard that the coral snakes, which are also venomous, like to hang out down there as well. And then we've got a pair of black diamond stingrays, also known as the Lapaldi stingrays. So those are all the photos that I have for you. Later on in the show, I'm going to show off my Motoro stingray pair that I kept a while ago back in Massachusetts, where stingrays are legal to keep. That is the only thing I miss about living in Massachusetts, is that you could keep freshwater stingrays. All right, enough talk. Now it's time to see stingrays in their natural environment. It's time for our first 4 videos of the evening. Here is a video explaining freshwater stingrays with more information.
Scary river monsters in the Amazon, but the one that can turn almost any man into a little crybaby is the freshwater stingray. Freshwater stingrays come in a wide variety of shapes and sizes, but there's very little scientific classification on which one is which. Today I'm deep in the Amazon with Douglas Stone, an avid Amazon fisherman who has just hooked a stingray.
Got a stingray on a lure.
Stingray? It's been bitten by a huge piranha, but other than that, it looks okay.
There we go.
All right, talk to me a little bit about him.
He's out, right? He's a freshwater stingray. It's known in Brazil as a wish you were dead fish. You get stung by one, you wish that you were dead.
Where's the stinger part?
Stinger? How far are the oar? Thank you. The stinger on these are actually at the end of the tail instead of the base.
Yeah.
If something's had a bite out of its tail, but that got a bit of a nasty taste.
So is it the barb along there, or?
They've got loads of barb. There's actually a knife at the end there, look, the actual barb, the actual main blade.
Yeah.
And you've got these other bits.
So what does it do? It just sticks it in you, and
sometimes you get them to strike, but this one's not playing.
Smash on his back, it really and stick you.
What's that?
When you step on his back,
yeah,
it really sting and stick you. Yeah.
And they're actually pretty accurate.
which part does he stick you with? The tail end?
This. Yeah. This is
oh.
It.
Yeah. Wait. Hold it right there. Let me get a good shot of that.
You see the blackness of the this thing here?
Yeah.
When it stick into you, all this blackness come off into your feet. Wherever you stick you, and this will be the poisonous, very painful. Yeah. Then it will take like about a month or two before it's gonna heal properly. And logically, like when you stick you eat. If you use pepper,
yeah,
onion, and different seasoning is logic. It take long to heal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very poisonous.
Very painful and poisonous.
Yeah, and it's painful a lot.
You ever been stung by one?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
You could see the mark here.
Right.
There's the mark.
Oh, yeah, you got a scar.
Yeah, this is.
Oh.
If you want to get more information on just how painful and serious stingray injuries can be, I've left more information in the description box below.
You gotta get in the water. Oh, yeah. So that's the mouth right there.
Yep.
Got teeth. See the teeth in there?
No, they've got well, I know the freshwater ones. Yeah, it's got a couple of little teeth in there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, pretty amazing.
That's the least of your worries, though, these.
Yeah. So he's all right to be out of water for a few minutes?
River stingrays are believed to have once been saltwater stingrays from the ocean. Scientists believe the species we find here today swam into the Amazon River and slowly adapted to fresh water over time.
Right here in this river, we just found rays. This freshwater stingrays are very, very dangerous if you step on them. They have some poison in their sting, and usually they sting you in the foot if you step on them. Okay, so let's go down there and swim with them.
Rays feed by placing themselves on top of their prey and swallowing them whole. Their sting is only used for protection against predators. The water temperature of this river was 28 degrees Celsius and a pH of 6.5. This ray was around 14 inches in diameter. We saw many Emigramus rhodostomus or rummy-nosed tetras swimming around them. To camouflage against predators, they burrow in the sand.
Very, very cool video. Here is a giant stingray that was found in the Amazon. Wow, very, very cool. And here is our last video before we go on intermission.
Oh, no, you know, he has long before he has their short. How do we see like fur stingrays? I think it's these eyes are closed.
Alrighty, it's time to take a quick intermission, which is brought to us by our supporters, Little Egypt Aquarium Club, Fish Keeping for Kids, and Aquatic and Exotics. When I come back, I have 4 more amazing stingray videos for you, and then I'm going to show off my pair of littoral stingrays that I kept. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this quick intermission. And during this intermission, you can learn how you can be a contestant for Life in the Amazon Jeopardy, which begins on August 23rd. So I, Aqua Alex, will be right back right after a word from our supporters.
Are you a tropical fish keeper living in South Florida? You need to check out Aquatic and Exotic in Stuart, Florida. Aquatic and Exotic is home to quality freshwater and saltwater tropical fish. You will find African cichlids, South and Central American cichlids, goldfish and koi, and exotic fish. We also supply aquarium supplies like filters and heaters, aquariums, and lights. We also have quality fish food brands. Aquatic and Exotic is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Questions? Give us a call at 772-781-4046. Stop on by and check us out. 1525 A.C.E. Lockhart Street, Stuart, Florida 34994.
I, Aqua Alex, Aqua Alex, am proud to announce that I'm teaming with Little Egypt Aquarium Club to offer aquarium hobbyists excellent aquarium supplies and fish food. Little Egypt Aquarium Club is owned and operated and founded by Jeremy Stellhorn, a tropical fish keeper who met me almost 10 years ago because of my show Aquatic Wetline. And he got serious interest in the aquarium hobby, and he created Little Egypt Aquarium Club. Little Egypt Aquarium Club's goal is to support the aquarium hobby and promote the aquarium hobby by selling quality aquarium supplies and fish food. Little Egypt Aquarium Club has partnered with Everything Aquatic, and you'll find products from Everything Aquatic on the website. Products on the website include breeding supplies, freeze-dried foods, pellets, wafers, sticks and granules, Rapashi aquatic foods, fish medications, driftwood, sponge filters, and more. Oh, did I mention you can purchase live freshwater angelfish from Everything Aquatic on Little Egypt Aquarium Club. That's right, you can get live freshwater angelfish. Free shipping for orders over $200 anywhere in the United States of America. Just for watching this fish keeping video here on the American Alice Cardinale YouTube channel, Aqua Alex and Jeremy Stellhorn would like to offer a special discount for you to use during your purchase. At checkout, use coupon code ALEX to save 10% on your order. Remember, at checkout, use coupon code ALEX to save 10%. Every little bit off helps, and trust me, I love saving money. So why not go check out Little Egypt Aquarium Club? With great quality products like Rapashi and everything aquatics and even live angelfish, what can go wrong? www.littleegyptaquariumclub.myshopify.com. The link is in the description of today's video. Remember, discount code ALEX to save 10%. littleegyptaquariumclub.myshopify.com. Link in description of today's video. Hey everyone, Aqua Alex Cardinale here. As you guys know, I entered the aquarium hobby at a young age. I was born into the aquarium hobby as my dad had been keeping aquariums before me. And at the age of 12, I got my very first aquarium. I am a firm believer that kids and today's youth should be in the aquarium hobby. That is why when I found out about this book, Fish Keeping for Kids, I knew I had to promote it here on my channel because I'm all about the youth in the aquarium hobby. This book here was written by a 14-year-old boy who entered the aquarium hobby. And this book is filled with some great information. It's got information on all different types of fish, freshwater and saltwater. It's got information on aquarium equipment. It's got information on cycling and setting up an aquarium. All information that will be beneficial and great for kids entering the aquarium hobby. I wish I had this book when I was younger and growing up in the aquarium hobby. So, this book is great for anyone that is going to be entering the aquarium hobby that is younger. It was written by 14-year-old Brian Conway, who enjoys fish keeping, soccer, homeschooling, and fishing. And one of his favorite places to be is the local aquarium store and Oklahoma Aquarium. Fish Keeping for Kids started as a homeschool assignment, and Brian decided he would publish it to help solve this problem for others. Fish Keeping for Kids is Brian's first book, but he enjoyed writing the first so much he is already working on his next. You can find out more information and follow Brian at fishkeepingforkids.com. Take a look at this wonderful book with all the different fish species and information in there. It's a great, great book. I'm happy to have a copy, and I'm happy to support this cause as well. Fishkeepingforkids.com. Learn all about it on his website and get yourself a copy. I love seeing the youth in the aquarium hobby, and I, Aqua Alex, am glad to partner with Brian. Now back to the fish chat. Do you like the game Jeopardy? Have you ever thought there would be an aquarium-related Jeopardy game? Well, there is now. I, Aqua Alex, am proud to announce that my hit fish-keeping shows, Aquatic Wetline and Life in the Amazon, will be hosting Jeopardy once a month. Aquatic Wetline will be based on the aquarium hobby as a whole, and Life in the Amazon will be based off of South American fish and aquatic animals. Would you like to be among the first to compete on a fish-keeping Jeopardy game? All you have to do is contact Aqua Alex at AlexGoYankeesCardinale19 That's AlexGoYankees CARDINALE19 or text me at 413-285-2112. We will get you booked for the recordings. The winners of each game will win a special prize sponsored by a company to be announced on the show. There will be 3 daily doubles per game. Get the daily double correct, you get double points. Get it wrong and you'll lose half your points. There will also be a main event where the 2 contestants with the highest points compete head-to-head to determine the winner. The main event round consists of a single question, with each contestant wavering some points. Whoever gets the question right wins. Aqua Alex Aquatic Wetline and Life in the Amazon present Fish Keeping Jeopardy coming late August 2023. So we are looking for contestants. Make sure to contact Aqua Alex.
Hey fish keepers. Aqua Alex here. Well, I'm not physically Aqua Alex, but this commercial was created by Aqua Alex Cardinale. I just created a new Facebook fish keeping group and I'm encouraging you watching this fish keeping video to check it out and consider joining. The name of the group is Yep We Like Fish Keeping. My group is laid back, drama free, and the focus is 1000% on aquariums and tropical fish. No bullying, no name calling, no fish police. No negativity will be allowed in this group. Come post pictures and videos of your fish, talk fish, promote your fish keeping YouTube channels and more. So come check it out and join today. Go to facebook.com and in the search bar type Yep We Like Fish Keeping. Then hit join. See you there.
Do you love Serrasalmidae fish species like your host Aqua Alex? Serrasalmidae fish are the toothy characins from South America and the Amazon. Piranhas, Pacus, and Silverdollars, Pygocentris, Serrasalmus, Mylius, Metanese, and so many more. If you keep piranhas, Pacus, and Silverdollars, then I have a perfect Facebook group for you. It was created by Aqua Alex, of course, and he loves piranhas, Pacus, and Silverdollars. The name of the Facebook group is Serrasalmidae Hobbyists, Pacus, Piranhas, and Silverdollars. Come join and post photos and videos of your piranhas, Pacus, or Silverdollars, talk Serrasalmidae, and join the fellow toothy characin lovers. Go to Facebook and in the search bar type Serrasalmidae Hobbyists, Piranhas, Pacus, and Silverdollars and hit join.
Welcome back to Life in the Amazon. Welcome back to episode 30 of Life in the Amazon, where today we have been talking about freshwater stingrays, one of my favorite oddball fish from the Amazon River. Now we're going to conclude the show with 4 more videos of freshwater stingrays and then photos of my personal Botoro stingray pair I had in Massachusetts. So here is a black diamond stingray from the Houston Zoo. Thank you, Houston Zoo, for providing that video for Life in the Amazon today. That is a very beautiful Lapaldi stingray, and I should come see it sometime soon. So that was a beautiful Lapaldi stingray, but I'm a little bit worried because those feeder goldfish in there are probably raising the nitrates to dangerous levels, and that could be very harmful for freshwater stingrays. So that's very important to note if you want to keep freshwater stingrays in a home aquarium. Not only do you need a large aquarium, but you can't really overstock the aquarium too much because high nitrates and bad water are bad for freshwater stingrays. Thank you, Aquarium Domain, for that amazing video and those gorgeous stingrays. Now it's time for our final video on freshwater stingrays. It was awesome to see freshwater stingrays eating. They definitely have a unique way of eating. Well, now it's time for the main event for this episode, and it's time for me to show off the pair of littoral stingrays that I had. And this is what I consider to be one of the best fish photos I've ever taken in my life. It's the way the littoral stingray was swimming up to the glass to be fed, and I was able to snap a quick picture. And it looks like he is smiling in this picture. Look at this beautiful stingray face from a juvenile littoral stingray. Very, very beautiful. One of my favorite fish photos that I ever had the chance to take. I love littoral stingrays. This was the first one that I had. This is a male, I believe, and I grew him to about 14 inches before I rehomed him. And then this is that same littoral stingray next to an orange walrus that I had. Very, very beautiful fish. And then this is another the same littoral stingray next to some Hacer Oriensis cat, Datnoid, and a Severum. He looks like he was about 6 inches when I got him. And this is a wild caught stingray. Both of the stingrays I had were wild caught from Peru, I believe. And then this is that same stingray next to my Crentus cicla that I had in my orange waru. And finally, I was able to get a picture of the pair that I had, the male and female. I'm no expert, so I can't tell you which one is the male and female from this photo, but they're both equally the same size, but one does look bigger than the other, and they are very beautiful. I love the orange rings that are on the littoral stingray. The person I got these stingrays from said that the Peru littorals have the most orange rays, and they're very, very beautiful, and I tend to agree. Very, very cool that I had the chance to raise these two. One got to about 14, the other got to 16, and sadly I only had a 75, and it had other fish in it, so I had to rehome them, but I gave them to someone that loves stingrays and could take good care of them. So I was glad that these stingrays went to a excellent, excellent home. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Life in the Amazon. It was a blast celebrating stingrays because it's our 30th episode, and I figured it's time for a stinger. And we talked about freshwater stingrays here on my 30th episode. You know what? After doing this show, I kind of really want littoral stingray again. So maybe for my 30th birthday, I'll take a trip and get a littoral stingray for the big tank behind me and a black piranha for my other tank. But we shall see. All right. On the next episode of Life in the Amazon, we're going to take a break from fish again, and we're going to talk about semi-aquatic animals from the Amazon River and South America. And on next week's episode of Life in the Amazon, next Wednesday, we are going to talk about the largest rodent in the world, the capybara. So come learn about the capybara next week on Life in the Amazon, episode 31. Now, the 5th episode of Life in the Amazon is going to be a huge episode. It's going to be August 23rd, 2023. It'll be the debut of Jeopardy, which is going to be a virtual video game. It's going to be like a TV show Jeopardy, but the categories are going to be South American fish and South American aquatic animals. There's going to be 4 contestants, and there will be a prize. Hopefully by next Wednesday, I'll have an announcement on what the prize will be. And hopefully soon enough, I'll have an announcement for who the contestants will be. But August 23rd is a while away. So I'm just letting you guys know that Life in the Amazon has an air date. And I am looking for 4 contestants. So if you want to be a part of the first ever Life in the Amazon Jeopardy, please email me, Alex Go Yankees Cardinale 19@gmail.com. All right, fish keepers, thank you for joining me on Life in the Amazon. Be sure to post your favorite stingray species in the comments. Also, be sure to like today's video. The more likes I get, the more views I could potentially get. Thank you all for watching this episode of Life in the Amazon. Be very careful of freshwater stingrays so you don't get stung. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Good night, fish keepers. Hey everyone, it's your host, American Alex Cardinale, aka Legendary Alex Cardinale, aka Aqua Alex, aka Chef Alex, aka Metro Alex. Wow, so many personas, all one person. This year, I will be turning 30 years old. I can't wait to open a whole new chapter of my life, as I will have now been alive for 3 decades. My 20s will go down in history as being the time I created my podcast and my YouTube channel. I can't wait to see how successful my YouTube channel becomes over the next 10 years. I look forward to seeing what will happen in my 30s. Maybe I'll have a great career or my own business. You never know. Anyway, I'm inviting you, yes you, to be part of my 30th birthday. Live Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. I'll be hosting my 30th birthday celebration on my YouTube channel, and I would love for you to be part of it. Live Tuesday, August 15th, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'll be hosting my birthday celebration. It's going to be a fun show. There will be appearances from Aqua Alex and Chef Alex. Aqua Alex will be getting new fish for this birthday. It's a species of fish I've never kept before, and I'm excited to unbox them and show them to you. I wonder what species Chef Alex will, for the first time ever, be doing restaurant reviews, and maybe, just maybe, he will bake his favorite cake or dessert. On top of that, I'll sing my favorite song. I'll also recap my 20s, discuss what I look forward to in my 30s, and plenty more. There will be plenty of surprises, including possibly a trip to a casino or something like that. It all goes down live on my birthday, live Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. See you then.
Over that's all, folks.